To the casual observer, the NFL Draft may seem like just another annual event. But for those who closely follow the intricacies of team building and player development, it's a highly anticipated moment filled with potential and intrigue. One of the most talked about prospects this season is tight end Tyler Warren, a versatile and dynamic player who has caught the attention of a number of teams across the league. As teams begin to solidify their draft strategies, Warren has become a focal point of discussions, particularly among teams in need of depth and skill at the tight end position. There has been considerable buzz surrounding Warren, with teams like the New York Jets, the Chicago Bears, and the Indianapolis Colts being at the forefront of the race to acquire him. The Saints, too, have expressed interest, and even teams from Los Angeles have been mentioned as potential suitors. Given his strong college career at Penn State, it's no surprise that Warren has generated such interest. However, despite the buzz, there's still a prevailing question. Where does he fit in best? For Chicago, the fit seems almost too perfect. The Bears have long struggled to find consistency at the tight end position, with a rotation of players who haven't exactly lived up to expectations. This has left the Bears' offense somewhat one-dimensional at times, particularly in the passing game. While the Bears do have a solid foundation with their defense and running game, the lack of a reliable tight end has been a glaring hole. Warren, with his combination of size, athleticism, and ability to make plays in both the passing and blocking game, could be the missing piece that elevates their offensive scheme to the next level. His skills as both a pass catcher and a blocker make him a dual threat that the Bears have sorely lacked, and his addition could give quarterback Justin Fields another reliable weapon in the passing game, something the Bears have been desperately trying to find. Warren's ability to impact the game goes beyond just being a typical tight end. He is a player who brings versatility to the table, something that NFL teams are increasingly looking for. At Penn State, Warren showcased his ability to not only be a reliable target in the passing game, but also to contribute in the run game. He is a solid blocker, able to line up in line and seal the edge, or even move around the formation to create mismatches. His route running is crisp, and his hands are sure, making him a reliable target for quarterbacks. What sets Warren apart, however, is his ability to make plays after the catch. Once he secures the ball, he has the strength and speed to turn short gains into big plays. Whether it's breaking tackles or outpacing defenders, Warren is a threat in the open field, something that could add a new dimension to the Bears' offense. But Warren's potential impact isn't just about his physical attributes. It's also about his football IQ and his ability to read the game. He is a player who understands the nuances of the position and can make adjustments on the fly. This intelligence makes him a valuable asset in both the running and passing game, as he can quickly identify where the defense is vulnerable and exploit those areas. For a team like the Bears, who have struggled to find consistent playmakers at tight end, Warren could be the kind of player who immediately contributes, whether as a safety valve for the quarterback or a key component in the red zone. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the potential long-term benefits of drafting Warren. While tight ends are often seen as luxury picks or afterthoughts in the draft, having a reliable and dynamic tight end can open up so many possibilities for a team's offensive scheme. With Warren on the field, the Bears would be able to stretch the defense both horizontally and vertically. His ability to create mismatches with linebackers or safeties would force opposing defenses to adjust, allowing Chicago to open up their playbook and be more creative in their offensive play calling. Additionally, Warren's experience at Penn State has given him a solid foundation that will translate well to the NFL. He was used in a variety of roles during his college career, which is something that will serve him well at the next level. Whether it was lining up in the backfield, playing as a traditional tight end, or running routes from the slot, Warren has the ability to excel in any position. His versatility is a major selling point, and it's easy to see how he could be used in a multitude of ways within a creative offense. For a team like the Bears, who are looking to develop their young quarterback and create a more dynamic offense, Warren could be a perfect fit. On the other hand, there are still skeptics who wonder whether the Bears should prioritize other needs, especially given their current roster. While it's true that Chicago has pressing needs on both the offensive and defensive lines, It's important to recognize the value of having a reliable playmaker at the tight end position. In today's NFL, having a strong tight end can be a game changer. It not only gives the quarterback an additional weapon, but also helps to balance the offense and make it more unpredictable. With Warren, the Bears would be adding a player who can contribute in multiple facets of the game, which would ultimately make them a more balanced team overall. As the draft approaches, there is little doubt that Tyler Warren will be a player to watch. His combination of size, athleticism, and versatility makes him an attractive prospect for any team. But for the Bears, it feels like a perfect match. Adding him to their roster would give them a reliable and dynamic playmaker at tight end, something they have been lacking for years. It would also provide quarterback Justin Fields with another weapon to help him develop and take the next step in his career. For a team like the Bears, who are in the midst of a rebuild, having a player like Warren could be the key to unlocking their offensive potential and ultimately returning to contention. The more you dig into Tyler Warren's college tape, the more you realize just how much potential he carries with him into the NFL. It's not just his physical tools that stand out, but his intelligence and adaptability on the field. In many ways, the versatility he showed at Penn State sets him apart from other tight end prospects in this draft. Warren isn't just another guy who can line up on the line of scrimmage and block or run routes. He's a player who can impact the game in a variety of ways, making him a highly sought-after piece for any NFL team, including the Chicago Bears. Warren's usage in the Penn State offense wasn't confined to a single role. He was often moved around the field, creating mismatches and taking advantage of defensive weaknesses. Whether he was lined up as a traditional tight end, out of the backfield, or even in the slot, Warren consistently proved he could contribute in different capacities. This flexibility allows him to fit into almost any offensive scheme, making him a valuable asset for a team looking to add more creativity and unpredictability to their playbook. Chicago, in particular, could benefit from his multifaceted skill set as they look to improve their offense and build around quarterback Justin Fields. Warren could provide the balance and versatility that is desperately needed. But it's not just about Warren's versatility in terms of positioning. It's about how he affects the game when he has the ball in his hands. A lot of tight ends in the NFL are known for their ability to catch passes and block effectively. But Warren stands out because of his ability to make plays after the catch. His physicality allows him to break tackles and push defenders back, turning what would be a modest gain into a bigger play. His acceleration and top-end speed are impressive for a player of his size, and that ability to stretch the field after the catch is a huge asset in today's NFL. For a team like the Bears, whose offense has been criticized for its lack of big play potential, adding a player who can turn short completions into long gains could make a huge difference. On top of his ability to move the ball after the catch, Warren's blocking skills are equally impressive. In an offense that relies on both the passing and running game, a tight end who can effectively block is invaluable. Warren has shown time and again that he can dominate defenders in the running game, both in line and when moving to the second level. His physicality and technique as a blocker are crucial, especially for a team like the Bears, who prioritize the run game. By providing better blocking on the edge, Warren could open up more opportunities for running back Khalil Herbert and help solidify the Bears' offensive line. It's also worth noting that Warren's ability to block isn't just limited to the traditional tight end role. He's been asked to block on the move, both as a lead blocker and as someone who can pull and seal the edge. This flexibility in his blocking assignments makes him a great fit for a Bears offense that often runs outside zone and other plays that rely on pulling and sealing defenders. His blocking will be especially valuable in the red zone, where his combination of size and physicality could make him a difficult matchup for opposing defenders. With his ability to block and create separation in the passing game, Warren would become a nightmare for defenses to game plan against, and that's exactly the kind of player the Bears need as they look to take their offense to the next level. Another aspect of Warren's game that stands out is his work ethic and football IQ. While it's often easy to focus on a player's physical attributes, it's the mental side of the game that separates the great players from the good ones. Warren has consistently shown that he understands the nuances of the game and can make quick adjustments when needed. Whether it's adjusting his route to take advantage of a defense's coverage or recognizing defensive alignments to make a better block, Warren is a player who's constantly thinking ahead. His ability to process information quickly and make decisions on the fly will help him transition seamlessly to the NFL, where the speed of the game is much faster and the stakes are higher. One thing that stands out when watching Warren is his ability to be a reliable target in key situations. Whether at a 3rd and short, a goal line situation, or any other critical moment, Warren has consistently been able to step up and make plays when his team needs him the most. His ability to perform under pressure is something that cannot be overlooked. For a Bears team that has been in rebuilding mode, adding a player who can thrive in clutch situations could be the key to turning things around. It's not just about the raw talent. It's about being able to produce when it matters, and Warren has shown he can do just that. As the draft draws closer, it's clear that Tyler Warren will be one of the most intriguing players to watch. His combination of size, athleticism, versatility, and football intelligence makes him one of the top tight end prospects in this class. For the Chicago Bears, he represents an opportunity to add a dynamic playmaker who can contribute immediately. Whether it's as a weapon in the passing game, a blocker in the running game, or simply a reliable target in critical moments, Warren has the potential to elevate the Bears' offense in ways that many fans have been longing for. His ability to fit into different roles and make an impact in multiple phases of the game makes him an ideal fit for a team looking to rebuild and compete. The Bears have a lot of decisions to make as they continue to build their roster, but adding a player like Warren could be the difference maker they've been searching for. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Chicago Bears legend Brian Urlacher has never been one to shy away from voicing his opinions, but his latest alleged remarks have sent shockwaves through the NFL community. According to circulating rumors, the Hall of Fame linebacker has suggested that there was a significant abuse of power within the Bears front office during his tenure with the team. If true, these statements could shed new light on the internal struggles that may have plagued one of the NFL's most storied franchises. Urlacher, who spent his entire 13-season career in Chicago, was the face of the franchise's defense and a beloved figure among Bears fans. However, behind closed doors, things may not have been as harmonious as they seemed. Reports indicate that Urlacher has alluded to excessive control and questionable decision-making from certain members of the organization, potentially explaining some of the franchise's long-standing struggles post-Super Bowl XLI. The alleged claims raise significant questions about the Bears' leadership structure during Urlacher's era. Were these power struggles a contributing factor to the team's inconsistency over the years? If so, how much did they impact player morale and on-field performance? While no specific names have surfaced, speculation is already mounting about which figures in the front office could have been at the center of these issues. For Bears fans, this rumor adds another layer of complexity to the team's history. The franchise has long been known for its defensive legacy, but its front office decisions have often been met with criticism. If Urlacher's words hold weight, they could prompt a reevaluation of past leadership and potentially validate concerns that mismanagement hindered the team's ability to sustain success. As the story develops, the football world eagerly awaits clarification from Urlacher himself. Will he confirm or deny these explosive claims? And if true, what further revelations could emerge? One thing is certain. The legacy of the Chicago Bears may have more behind-the-scenes turmoil than previously thought. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.